Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 85 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. Just quickly, I went off screen in between episodes and I just purchased one more thing from the gallery for 5 mana coins because I had exactly 5 left. So now I have 0 mana coins because I fully expect to get basically the maximum amount you can after this class trial. Alright, let's continue.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous! You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Hey! Now that's just bullying!
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Quit it. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Maki, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit. 'Cause Gonta not know anything. Really.
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
Wait, what did Kokichi say? All you've been saying this whole time, that's true about Gonta. This whole time, Gonta's been saying he doesn't know anything. Gonta not understand either. Mew like this when Gonta wake up. Gonta was sleeping too, had strange dream. Gonta not understand anything. Gonta not know. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. But why this happen? Why Mew killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about. But when exactly did he start using that defense? Gonta started saying I don't know when, before logging into the virtual world, after logging out of the virtual world, or after the class trial started. Well, he didn't do it before they went to the virtual world, and he had done it before the class trial started, so it must be after logging out the virtual world.
That's it.
That's it. It was after he logged out. That means...
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
The accident that hurt Gonta. That was... Alright, and here we go. One of the most... This class trial is incredible. It's really, in my opinion, this class trial is one of the best. The avatar error. When everyone logged in for the first time, an avatar user error occurred. So what does that mean?
This is it! When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error? The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. But something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in.
An avatar user error? Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
If that error is what's affecting Gonta, and it's making him forgetful and loopy, then what was the error? What could it have been?
Alright, this is a tricky one. So, he doesn't understand what they're talking about. He has no idea. So why would that be the case? Well, if you don't understand what people are talking about, it's because you haven't experienced it in some way. So, but he was in the virtual world. So he must have suffered some form... crap, I missed it there. Is that the S there? No, it was an O. He must have suffered some form of memory loss. That one's actually, I feel like that's kind of tricky, but the way they explain it in a moment is good.
I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh? He doesn't remember?
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
Oh, that's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What?
That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused!
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone! No way Gonta's the culprit!
Alright, another mass panic debate. Here we go. Let's see if we can work this one out. Pay attention.
Gonta never hurt anyone!
Doesn't remember
Gonta
a
wants to
thing
keep
about the
everyone
virtual
safe!
You did it, but you don't
Gonta would
remember
never
doing
kill
it,
a
right?
friend.
If there was a glitch,
Gonta is
just
gentlemen!
assume?
Gentlemen protect
it should
friends!
have affected all of us.
Your eyes aren't protecting anyone.
But because
But
we're all
Gonta can't
okay,
even kill an
Gonta not
insect.
lying!
that means there was no
I
glitch!
swear! Please believe Gonta!
Alright. I know it sounds crazy. It's no wonder it's hard to believe. But this is the truth.
Gonta never
Alright.
hurt anyone!
Remember because
So let's do this again.
Gonta wants to keep everyone safe!
You did it, but you don't
would
remember
never
doing it,
kill a
right?
friend.
If there was a glitch,
Gonta is
just
gentlemen!
assume?
Gentlemen protect
it should
friends!
have affected all of us!
Your eyes aren't
Kaito says there was no glitch.
Because we're all okay.
Gonta not lying!
Gonta yells. So you gotta get rid of this. Aim and fire the device instructions that there was no glitch. What were the device instructions? Does everyone remember? I'm gonna explain it to you in a moment.
The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
Put the red consciousness cord in the right port and the blue memory cord in the left. Out of curiosity, what happens if you switch the cords? I don't know, I've never done that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something. Hang on.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
It's actually really interesting that they decided to put that line in when entering the virtual world, because they could have just like left it and then like have not foreshadowed that at all. but they put it in there as a nice, like, helpful hint.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory.
So this is really tricky. I'm going to try and just basically explain what he just said there. So the consciousness, I think, was the right and the memory was the left. It doesn't matter which is which, but he put the wrong cord in the wrong port. So his memory would be wiped, but also his consciousness would be wiped. He wouldn't be conscious of what he was doing.
Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What? Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
Oh, but Gonta holds chopsticks with this hand.
Oh, man.
That's your left hand!
What?
Looks like it's decided.
What's decided? He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew! 'Cause why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept this! And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew!
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you!
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder. But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on! That hasn't been decided yet!
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already!
I care about the motive!
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
I think that was Kaido's first swear.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
The reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated as suspects is because
They didn't have the murder weapon? No, there was the toilet paper. They couldn't access the crime scene. Yep, they were over at the chapel side, and they didn't have a motive. They couldn't access the crime scene.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
The reason why Kaito isn't a suspect. He was logged out, he didn't go to the roof, he wouldn't kill anybody. Mew logged him out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
The reason why Samugi and I can't be the culprit is we didn't go to the roof, we have solid alibis, we saw Mew. They were each other's alibis, so yeah.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
The reason why Kokichi can't be the culprit is Kokichi didn't go to the roof, Kokichi was Mew's target, he couldn't have killed Mew because of the setting, the avatar setting.
If Mew touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again? Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this. Yep. The culprit of Case 4 is Gonta Gokuhara.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies! Mew Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything, so oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to—
You want proof? I've got your proof! After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Oh, Shuichi and Tsumugi. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere? No, Gonta not see him.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Mew's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit,
It'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
That's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
It would have been so nice if that were the truth. If Kaito were right, and this horrible trial would just end. But...
No, that's wrong.
What?
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Alright, we'll leave things there. We're almost at the end of this class trial. This really, really, really sad class trial. But we have to get through it. Despair be damned. Alright, so for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 85 of Let's Platinum Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.